Hi guys, welcome to US Immigration Hub channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the complicated immigration process. If you watch my videos very carefully, you will make your immigration journey less stressful. My channel has all the videos you need to complete your immigration process for immigrant and non-immigrant visas. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, and hit notification bell and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people and we help other people. First of all, I am not an attorney. I'm here to help you based on my personal immigration journey and also based on the information I have from USCIS and NVC websites. And also based on my experience with my subscribers. I really have a good feedback from them. So if you're ready, let's get started. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about how to file Form I-730 Refugee Asylee Relative Petition. Excuse me. If you want to find this form, you can go to USCIS website and look for I-730 form. You will download it and you will have this form with expiration date 12/31/2023. This is the latest version USCIS has. So the first part is for USCIS use only, and we're gonna start where it says start here, type or print legibly in black ink. You gotta remember, you can do both. You can type and then with print you can add something. So you don't have to, if you make a minor mistake when you type and then you see you missed something, you can add it with black ink. So it just only black ink. Do not use any other color. It will be rejected. So let's get started. We're gonna start with saying my status. You're gonna check one that applies for you: refugee, asylee, lawful permanent resident based on the previous refugee status, lawful permanent resident based on the previous asylee status. We're gonna check one: lawful permanent resident based on the previous refugee status. So the beneficiary is thus the top one is for the petitioner, and the bottom part right here we see the beneficiary is for the applicant or the beneficiary. We're gonna choose spouse or unmarried child who is a or an biological child, stepchild, or adopted child. So in our case, we're gonna do spouse for this video. So now a number of relatives for whom I am filing separate form. So how many petition are you filing? In our case, we're doing just one for now, and it's gonna be one of one. If you file a multiple petition, you're gonna put the number right here, and you do this is one of one, one of two, one of three, one of four. It depends how many you put right here. So let's go to part one. Information about you, the petitioner. The petitioner is the person filing this form. So family name is a Baker, and first name Sliman, and middle name I don't have it. You can leave it blank or Renee. You can do Renee. I would better leave it Renee. We can do it by you can do it like this because it's not gonna take a slash here. So you can do right here like this, and when you branch it, you can do slash, or you can leave it blank. Both works. Address of residence where you physically reside, street number and name. So in my case, is 110 Robert Run. Apartment is B. I live in apartment. And street city is Indianapolis. And state or province, in my case, is Indiana. Country is USA. Zip code is 46231. Mailing address is different, is the same. So we're gonna go to country, the same thing for the address. So we're gonna go with city telephone number is 317. It's a 10-digit. Email address is very important. It's SB. gmail.com. Please provide a good email address. USCIS. They do communicate with both mail and email, but try to give them a good email address. Gender, I'm male. Date of birth is 01/01/1970. Country of birth is Morocco. Country of citizenship or nationality is Morocco. US alien registration number, check your green card, is 9-digit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Social security as well, you will have it. Check your social security. Is a 10-digit. Now let's go to part 2, information about the alien relative, the beneficiary. So I'm doing this for my spouse, so it's Baba, Fatima. If you have a middle name, you can add it or leave it blank. I will do this one for the petitioner. This one I'm going to leave it blank. The address is going to be a foreign country because he's living abroad. If you live in the United States, you can add it right here. I don't know your case. If the beneficiary within the United States, you can do it right here with the United States. If the beneficiary is reside outside the United States, you can provide the address outside the United States. So in my case, it's 110 East 60 Hay المسيرة city is Kenifra. State of Provence is Kenifra. Country is Morocco. Postal, we use the postal code instead of zip code, is 54,000. Mailing address is, if different from residence, is the same for me. It's not different. So we're gonna go to phone number. It's 212-666-666. The beneficiary email address is bf@gmail. She's a female, and date of birth is 01/01/1980. Country of birth is Morocco. Country of citizenship or nationality is Morocco. She doesn't have no alien number. She doesn't have no social security number. You can leave it blank right here because it's not going to let you enter it by because it does not accept letters. You accept only numbers. So what are you going to do when you print it? Just put NA with a black ink. I'm going to repeat again, a black ink right here. And US social security, same thing. You put your black ink. So let's continue with part 1, information about you, the petitioner. So other name used, including middle name. So in my case is NA. As I said, I do it this way. When I print it, I put a slash. Or you can leave it blank. So if married now, name of spouse, date, and place of present marriage. So the spouse name is Fatima. And you can do the whole name is Fatima. It is not just first name, Fatima. And then you go to date of marriage is month. It's gonna go back. Sorry, I don't know how to do this. To be honest with you, I don't know how to go back to. I want to go to 2015 or 2016. We're gonna do it just an example. 2017. It's 11/1/2017. That's the marriage date, and the place is Kenifra. So now, if previously married, name prior spouses. In my case, is in A. Date, month, day, year, and places previous marriages ended. In A. So date and place. Asylee status was granted in the United States. But in our case, we use the refugee. If you do asylee, you can use that one. But in our case, we did the refugee. So date. It has to be less than 2 years. Gonna do one. That's the date at place you received your approved refugee. It's gonna be, in my case, place. It's gonna be Morocco. It's gonna be Casablanca. For refugee status while living abroad, Casablanca, Syria, Morocco. So if you were approved for refugee status, date, month, day, year, and place admitted to United States. So now as a refugee, you're gonna put the date you was admitted to United States. So 22, I'm gonna do this example. If you were approved for refugee status, place admitted to United States, date it was New York, JFK, New York. So now we're gonna go to part 2. We're still talking about the formation about the beneficiary. So other name used is gonna be the same as in A. If married, name of the spouse. So your spouse is gonna be Baker. It's not gonna let you do that. It's gonna be Sliman, just a name. And the date, it has to be the same. It's 17/11 to 17. Sorry, it's gonna take too long. It's gonna be 11/07. It has to be the same date. That's 19. What is 17? It's gonna be 17 the 11th. That's October. November. This 11th. The first, yeah. And the country, it will be the same. It's Kenifra. Morocco. See, it's gonna let you right here. And you can add Morocco as well right here, so we can specify the country. So NA right here, same. NA right here, same. And now you're gonna specify where the beneficiary is at right now. The beneficiary in my case is currently, I'm sorry, it's not in the United States. The beneficiary is outside the United States and will apply for travel authorization at USCIS office or US embassy or consulate in is Casablanca, Casa. You're gonna choose here, do not put your city where you live. You're gonna put the city where the consulate exists in your country. So here, just to be completed by attorney, representative if any. So we did not use any attorney. So we're gonna go part 2. Information about you, alien relative, the beneficiary. Name and mailing address of the beneficiary written in language of the country where he or she now resides. This is a very confusing. So this is gonna be in your native language. For example, if you are Arabic, because I'm Arabic, sorry, sorry, I'm gonna say this because I'm an Arabic. So we're gonna put this in Arabic. They tell you right, name and mailing address of the beneficiary written in the language of the country where he or she now resides. So if you live example in this example, I did Morocco, so it has to be Moroccan. So this is gonna be in your native language, this part right here. So it's very easy to do. You can go to Google and look for your native language keyboard in Google, and then type it, and then copy it right here. It's very simple. So they ask for this for a lot of application. If you file I-130A, for example, they have it. DS-260 is the same. DS-160. So they have this. They ask for your mailing name and address in your native language. So let's go now to this part right here. Check the box A through D that applies for you. So A, the beneficiary has never been in the United States. The beneficiary is now in immigration court proceeding in the United States where, and you're gonna put it right here, the beneficiary has never been in immigration court proceeding in the United States. The beneficiary has never been in immigration court proceeding in the United States. Yeah, that one applies. Why they check only one? Check the box I through D that applies. Okay, just one. You're gonna check just only one that applies for you. So you're gonna check one that applies for you right here. In my case, the beneficiary has never been in the United States. So what is the beneficiary native language? They already ask you there, but here in my case it's gonna be Arabic. Is the beneficiary fluent in English? In my case, no. I don't know about your case. What other language does the beneficiary speaks fluently? It's just Arabic. So we start talking about part 2, information about your alien relative, the beneficiary. List each of the beneficiary entry into the United States, if any, beginning with the most recent entry. Submit a copy of each I-94 or a copy of the beneficiary passport showing all the entry and exit stamps for each entry. Attach an additional sheet if the beneficiary has more than 2 entries into the United States. If you see right here, it depends what you check right here. So if your beneficiary been in the United States before, you're gonna attach your passport stamps, entry and exit, or I-94 form. So now for my beneficiary, it never been in the United States, so I don't have to file this. But if you do, you're gonna file I-94 form or give the get information from your passport copies. So let's go to the part 3, 2 years filing deadline. This is very important right here. Are you filing this application more than 2 years after the date you were admitted to the United States as a refugee or granted asylum status? If you see yes, you have to give circumstances why. If you selected no, you don't have to file this. But if you selected yes, you have to give explanation why you did not file this petition within the 2 years. They tell you right, are you filing this application more than 2 years after the date you were admitted to the United States? So it's self-explanatory. So now the warning at part 4 is a warning. Any beneficiary who is in the United States illegally is subject to a removal if Form I-730 is not granted by USCIS. Any information provided in completing this petition may be used as a basis for the institution of or evidence and removal proceedings, even if the petition is later withdrawn. Unexcused failure by the beneficiary to appear for the appointment to provide biometrics such as fingerprint photographs and biographical information within the time allowed may result in denial on Form I-730. Just complete reading this warning right here. It's very, very important. So now let's go to part 5. Petitioner statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. Petitioner statement. So for me, I'm going to check 1A. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this petition and may answer to every question. If you use interpreter, you're going to use it right here. If you use one, you're going to use it right here, and you're going to choose the language that you use to interpret for you. So at my request, if you use the prepare, you're going to choose the 2. At my request, the prepare named in part A, prepare this form for you. So the petitioner contact information, that's the phone number, is 317 is 317. That's the phone number. It's the same. If any mobile number, you can put the same 317. And the email address is sb@gmail.com. Now you have to read the petition, declaration, and certification. Read it very carefully. And then the signature. First, I'm gonna say this. You're gonna zero up to date date. It's 07/22/2023. For the petitioner signature, do not initially or write your full name. Print it and then sign it with a black ink. I'm gonna repeat again, a black ink. If you use any other color, it will be rejected by USCIS. So let's go to part 6, the beneficiary statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature if in the United States. Read it very carefully for part 6. This part only has to be filled by the petitioner if he is or she is within the United States. If not, you don't have to. So if the beneficiary in the United States, you're gonna choose one that apply for you. In my case, the beneficiary is outside the United States, so I don't have to do this one. So if in your case is the beneficiary within the United States, you're gonna check one that applies for you, and then you follow the steps. The beneficiary contact information. Here, you're gonna add the beneficiary, the contact information. So daytime phone number is 212. That's the phone, is outside the United States. The beneficiary mobile number is the same, it's 212. And the email address is bf@gmail.com. Now let's go to the beneficiary contact beneficiary signature. If it's within the United States, he has to sign it, same thing. You're gonna put the date on it and sign it. But if the beneficiary is abroad, you don't have to sign this one. You're gonna keep it. Just you're gonna give the information about the beneficiary, but you do not sign it. You can date it, but you cannot sign it because the beneficiary is abroad. But if the beneficiary is within the United States, he or she must sign it. So part 7, contact information, certification, and signature of the person interpreting this petition, if other than the petitioner or the beneficiary. So in this one, they already indicate you if the petition has to be different than the petitioner or the beneficiary. So if you use interpreter, you can add the information about the interpreter right here, and you add the contact information. One thing I want to mention that is very important right here, the signature. A lot of people make a mistake. The interpreter, like initial or write the full name. No, he has to be signed by a black ink. So part 8, it's about the prepare. If you use any, this is the information about the prepare. You're gonna add all the information about the prepare, including the prepare mailing address, full name, and the contact information, and the prepare statement, and then sign. I'm gonna talk about as well for this one for sign for prepare signature. It has to be signed by a black ink after printed and dated. So the part 9 is to be completed at interview of the beneficiary, 14 years of age or older. So we're not gonna touch this one. This has to be completed at interview. So now you filed I-730. Now it's time to gather your checklist of required initial evidence, which is the required document to send with I-730. You gotta remember, I-730 has two different cases. One is for refugee and one for asylee. So the checklist of required initial evidence will be different from case to case. So this is just for information only. You gotta select the document that will apply for your case. So you will need a proof of status as a principal asylee or a refugee in the United States, a passport style photograph or recent clear photographs of each family member you are filing for, a copy of both sides of your family members, Form I-94 arrival departure record if they are in the United States, primary evidence of a family relationship for each family member you are submitting a petition for. This is for spouse. If you have if you've been previously married, you're gonna select all evidence for your age legally terminated any previous marriages, if either you or your spouse. So also, if you have children, you're gonna need this. Just as I said, go through this checklist and select the one that applies for your case. They're gonna tell you for child because you have a step child, you have a. But in our case, we use just a spouse, so it's not gonna apply in our case. So also for religious institution record, school record, and census record. So now, where to send this Form I-730? So you file a petition, you have all required document, then it's time to send your petition. This is where to send it. You will send your petition to USCIS Texas Service Center, I-T-T-N, I-730, 6046 North Belt Line Road, Suite 730, Irving, Texas, 75038-0019. This is where to send your petition. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, and hit notification bell. And thank you, and see you in the next video.